Happy Friday, Ranger Nation! Oh, we've got a lot to cover this week. We have Super Ninja Steel that's premiering. We have a lot of stuff from Legacy Wars. Hyperforce had a crazy twist. There's a lot going on, so stay tuned because the Ranger Weekend Review starts right now. What's up, guys? My name is Ranger Liz. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Ranger Weekend Review, the show where I go over everything that has happened to Power Rangers over the last 7 days. If it's happened, I'm probably going to talk about it. Grab a drink, sit tight, let's get going. First topic, Super Ninja Steel. Guys, it premieres on Saturday. Woo! Whatever your opinion of Ninja Steel was, you gotta at least have a little glimmer of hype. It's a brand new season of Power Rangers. It's a brand new season. Plus, it's the 25th anniversary. We know we're going to be getting some returning Rangers. You know, it's going to be awesome. I hope. If you want to build up some more hype for Super Ninja Steel, check out my video that I put out this week. It goes over everything we know so far, including episode descriptions up to episode 5. Pictures, talk about merch a little bit. There's a lot of stuff to go over, so it has its own video. But don't forget, the first episode of Super Ninja Steel is happening this Saturday on Nickelodeon, 12/11 Central. Previews are up on YouTube. And Nick, check out the links if you want to watch them yourselves. Congratulations to Emma Lahana. She was Kira in Dino Thunder. She landed a role, she didn't say what yet, in the new Marvel series Cloak and Dagger, which is, I believe it's going to be on Freeform. So she just announced that. Congratulations to her. It's always good seeing Rangers and other things. Also, Erin Cahill this week was guest starring on 911. She also, and I'm going to talk about Hyperforce, but she also did a guest appearance on Hyperforce. She's a treasure. She's just a Ranger treasure. Power Rangers, the official Twitter, the official page, official social media and everything, sent out a message last night saying, hey guys, big surprise tomorrow, stay tuned. Alright, here's the deal. I get that not everybody is following news as closely as me. In fact, if everybody watched the news of Power Rangers as rapidly as I did, I wouldn't have a show. Okay, I spend way too much time on Ranger news. But I think a decent amount of people knew, especially if you watch this show, you know the flip heads are out. The the Legacy Automorphin ones. That was their thing. Yeah, they mentioned, when they talked about the 25th anniversary, they mentioned the 25 for 25 things. And so, but I guess, you know, that was a press release. That wasn't general. So today they announced the 25 for 25 and showed off the Legacy Automorphin flip heads, which have been in Target since at least, I believe, January 11th. I fell asleep Wednesday night with a glimmer of hope. And I was just saying, he's like, you know what, even if it's season 3 of Meow Rangers, whatever they announce, it's going to be something new. It's going to be something fun to hype up and speculate and think about. And then it's... So, that's where that is. But that leads into RangerNation.com. We are Ranger Nation. If you're watching this, you're part of Ranger Nation because you care at least a little. RangerNation.com got a facelift. It does look a lot better. It is... If you look, there's like some errors and spelling things. There's some issues with the season. You know, it talks about SPD a little bit. And there's some issues if... it's Saban, whoever puts this out, man, just... all you have to do is, you have Powerforce, for Pete's sake. You have a group of rabid Power Ranger fans at your disposal. Send them, don't even tell them what it's about, just send them a few lines of it and have them proofread it. They would be more than happy to. I mean, at least some of them are, I'm pretty sure. They are. Okay, so before we move on, we have, I'm going to do things in a slightly different order. Comic news. Go Power Rangers number 6 is out. As of filming, there's a sale going on Amazon for some Boom Studios, including the pre-order for the artist book. Of course, support your local comic book store, but for some people that's not possible. There are going to be links below. Sorry, we kind of skimmed through comic news. Before I get in Hyperforce, which is going to take a minute, I have to talk about something that happened in the Ranger world, or that they came to light this week. And I've never had to do this before, but this is kind of a sensitive topic, and while I know most of you are all probably 21 and up, if you have anybody that's really little who's watching this, I'm going to put like a black thing or whatever over here, just a box, and when it goes away, you'll know that it's safe to continue listening. So, yeah, so we're going to start that. This week, I saw an article, and I posted it on my Twitter, and it's something that I really hate that I have to say, but Rene, it's his, and then hey, light in the mood, light in the mood. Rene Naufahu, and I'm sorry, I probably named his name wrong. He played Emperor Grum in SPD. He played Mentor G in Power Ranger Samurai Super Samurai. He was sentenced to a year of home detention this week for indecently assaulting 6 acting students. It happens, I mean, it can be anyone, and it's the first time we've dealt with this. Thank God, it's the first time we've had to deal with this as a fandom. And, you know, I posted it, and it got some, I post Ranger news all the time, so I posted it, and I did it was probably one of the hardest things to hit tweet on. I've never so much wanted to not report the news, but not reporting it would make, I don't know, would just be part of the problem. So they could be anyone, they could be anywhere, and it's something that, I don't know, I guess you have to be on the lookout for. I don't know, I don't want to soapbox it, it really hit me hard that this happened to the Ranger fandom, that someone who, he was a, you know, mentor in Samurai Super Samurai, and I mean, I know he's human. Humans are flawed. Humans make mistakes. He kept making mistakes over and over again, at least 6 times. And that's, you know, I have a friend, her son loves Power, and, you know, loves Samurai. And I think that he could be looking up to him, and that's what he was like. And this isn't, you know, these aren't claims or whatever. He's been convicted of it. So, okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, we're gonna, take that off, okay, wait, 1 second, okay, let's talk about Hyperforce. Hyperforce was absolutely, and it sucks that I was all saying before, but Hyperforce was fantastic this week. It started off, and of course, I did the Hyperforce video. Well, I don't say of course, I had to miss the lesson because I was sick, but I did a Hyperforce video. If you want to check out the full rundown of the episode, it was amazeballs. That's it. It was amazeballs. Next. Okay, all right. The quick version, of course, if you like the character of Jen Scotts or Erin Cahill, check out, she did it was a video message that was sent to the Hyperforce Rangers, and it's her acting as Jen Scotts. And man, it was good. It was so cool. Hyper RPG, if you go to, they posted on their social medias, but they did post some behind the scenes photos of Erin Cahill acting it out and doing it behind a green screen. It was so much fun. The Pink Ranger got a pedalizer, guys. It was pretty cool. Okay, I used my imagination what it looked like, but I had a description, and I think she looks really cool, and Chloe's an awesome character. She deserves it. Oh, and we got a 6th Ranger. Now, not necessarily 6th Ranger for Hyperforce. Now, this is a different 6th Ranger who's probably going to be working with Hyperforce, but also is from a different team. We had, in the middle of it, I don't copyright, whatever, but But check out the gifts, okay? Everybody is they're doing their thing, and Malika the GM's like, okay, and this Ranger, you know, he's wearing silver. It looks like a Time Force outfit, but you know, it's all silver. He goes to take off his helmet, and as she's doing this, in sits Mr. YOSHI Sudarso. That would be Peter Sudarso, who plays Marv the Red Ranger, his brother in real life, who also plays Coda, the Blue Ranger. Seriously, if you don't know who YOSHI Sudarso is in Coda, I could keep going. So down sits YOSHI, and he is playing Joe, Marv's brother. Now, if you don't know anything about it, the show, Marv had a brother. His brother disappeared. He thought maybe he could be dead, or he just disappeared, and all of a sudden, they're like, it's your brother, Joe, and it's his, in real life, brother YOSHI. The moment was great, because if you don't know, because this is a few years ago, YOSHI made to Coda, the Blue Ranger, and then this year, Peter Sudarso, who plays Preston, the Blue Ranger, completely, like, the whole, like, even the casting process, they told YOSHI he didn't make it. Peter was like, nah, I didn't make it, I didn't make it. So YOSHI's just there, you know, he's doing his panel, he's doing his thing, and so he unwraps the thing to read who the Blue Ranger is, and he sees it's his brother, and it was, it might be one of the best things Power Rangers has ever done. Ever. Not exaggerating, it was amazing. It was... She thinks it was amazing too. Alright, let's move on, get past Hyperforce, so go away Hyperforce. Alright guys, so let's get into Legacy Wars a little bit. Legacy Wars, today on Friday, Cat Manx is released. They did a live stream, or by say they, I mean N-Wayne did a live stream last night that covered, did a lot of gameplay footage of her if you would like to see that. But she's coming out, and a complete surprise, they added a new stage between 3,700 medals and 4,000 medals, and that is Emperor Grum's ship. Basically, it's pretty cool looking. And for people like me, who I'm kind of stuck at 3,400 medals, it's 4,000 seemed really far away for me. So they put in this new one called Terror Spacecraft, and that's it's kind of, and so it also broke up tiers a little bit more. New season started, and they had which, and they don't even, like, they didn't even say, there's so many, like, look at the patch notes, okay? Train harder, train better. They got rid of the timer on training mode. I know something for me who wanting to train, people who probably train a lot harder than I do, it's a problem when you beat the person really fast. You beat the training hollow really fast. So it's basically, they just did it, it's completely infinite, and you just hit pause and you exit out of it when you're done. The timer is infinite. You do damage to the opponent, and they do damage to you. However, it will heal. So you still, and it takes just long enough that you can really see it, and it helps you gauge like how much damage you're doing. It's pretty cool. Apparently they did a brand new, or they're working on the tutorial of it. I'm not gonna delete my account to try it out for you, but apparently if you are interested in doing it, they've revamped the training tutorial a little bit. So, adjustments to health and damage scaling. Lots of people got a lot more health. There were lots of bug fixes as well, and we're getting more new Rangers, because if you looked under all of the characters and you kept scrolling, there's more boxes under coming soon. There's more than just Cat Manx. So much Legacy War stuff. I'm excited. I love playing it. So I hope you guys enjoy the new area of stuff, and I'll maybe see you there eventually. Let's talk about merch news. Oh lordy me, let's talk about merch news. We have, to start off, so Bandai of America is not going to be having an exhibitor booth at this year's Toy Fair 2018. No marketing or media representatives will be traveling to the trade show this year. This news comes from Toku Nation. As always, check out all the links, guys. Give love to the people who get the news. I compile it and do this. They're the ones who have to find it all. So, give them some love. That's from Toku Nation. They reached out to Bandai themselves. They looked on the publicly available I don't want to say street map, not a street map, it's the convention floor plan, you know, if you get a map before you go to a con. He noticed they weren't there, he reached out to them, and by he, I mean Chris. They did give him a reply. That was part of it. If you'd like to read the entire reply again, please check out the link. We found out, thanks to, this shout out's gonna go to Ranger Board and Morphin Legacy. When Power Rangers did their big reveal for the 25 for 25 with the flip heads, we, and by we, I mean Ranger Nation, immediately looked at the source code of their website, and we already got that next month, the big announcement for 25 for 25, which is going to be happening on the 25th of every month, if I didn't make that clear. I'm sure there... Wait, so is this going to happen as like 1, 2, and 3? Because there's more than 25 months. I don't... You know what? If that's the worst thing that happens this year, we're fine. What we did find out, though, is that next month, the big thing they're going to be going over is going to be the artist tribute book that's going to be coming out from Boom Studios. If you'd like to go ahead and get a pre-order on it, check out the links below. And again, it's actually the pre-order's on sale right now. And then the month after that, so this is January, so March, is going to be the Psycho Rangers, which we've already found the press photos of, and I was going to talk about it later, but hey, surprise, London Toy Fair is going on, and we got our first looks at the Psycho Rangers for the Legacy line. Woo! Oh my goodness. So we got looks at them, and then we got press photos of them. So those are coming not for a while. If you're, I mean, don't go look it out tomorrow for Psycho figures, guys. This is gonna be a while. Oh, but speaking of Legacy figures, if you want to stay, I don't say caught up, or if you want to know where almost every figure lies, I'm linking below. It is a thread. It's from John Green. He runs GreenRanger.com. He's the source for merch news, links and everything below. But check out his Twitter. He did a thread basically explaining why it's not really waves anymore. It's more like case assortments, and he knows more about it than I do, so listen to him on it. But he kind of breaks down, if you're looking for a specific figure, if they're still out, if they're still coming, and what the situation is with them. So thank you so much, GreenRanger.com, John Green. It's gonna be helpful. Gonna be helpful to see. Last bit for merch news. Nope, sorry. A few more things in merch news. Ooh, alright. New Power Rangers Imaginext toys have been discovered. That comes from Toku Nation and GreenRanger.com. We're going to be getting Black Ranger Thunder Zord. Okay, we're going to be getting some of those. But the big cool one, in my opinion, is going to be the Dragon Zord. And it's going to have like a shoulder hoodie thing to make it look like a Mega Dragon Zord. And then we're getting Cyclopsis. Like, what? No, it's not. It's a form of Cyclopsis, because remember, like, it changes forms a lot. But it's Overload, too many changes. Goldar's like, no! The control panel. That was kind of like one of my favorite. Anywho, and I'm probably still getting it wrong. But we're getting some Imaginext figures, so thank you so much to everybody who found all of that stuff. Another pre-order that's coming out, or is out, I should say, is going to be called Alien Encounters in Angel Grove. That has a release date of June 26th of this year. There's a few versions. I'll just link the hardcover one, and then from there you can find all the other ones. But that pre-order is up. It's from Penguin, I think. It's not Boom Studios. It's actually just a complete separate thing. If you're interested, check out the links. Oh, and of course, Toys R Us. Toys R Us, closing up to 182 stores. Check out the link. They have all of them listed that are going to be closing, so check and see. Thankfully for me, I've got 2 that are pretty decently. I have 2 within about 15-20 minutes, which is, I know, I'm super lucky, and you guys are like flipping me off on the other side. There's 2 more in the greater St. Louis area that are not so lucky, and they are closing. But check yours, see if you are, and double check the addresses, because apparently some people were saying that they said it was a Toys R Us, but it was actually a Babies R Us. So if you see your store listed, don't totally freak out yet. Double check the address. Woo! Alright, con news. And if you've noticed, I haven't taken a break yet, so this is fun. Con news. Morphicon. Oh my goodness, Morphicon. Let's just go to that. The first events for Morphicon have been announced. We did learn about it sometimes before from that hashtag show, like the prom and everything else, but there's a link to all of that. We also found out, I thought we knew before, but apparently we didn't, and it's been confirmed. Lord Draken will be the exclusive figure for Powermorphicon, and we found out that the first big guest announcements, other than JDF to start it, the Ninja Steel cast, all 6, so not Kelton Henderson or anyone else, but the core 6 Rangers are going to be a guest. They're all going to be there together at Powermorphicon. Normally, I've never got to go to one. I'm working on it. I haven't got to go to one, but they'll do more official events where they'll all be together in a row and you can have things signed. Looks like a lot of fun, and if what they've been doing, they're going to do their panel, and right after their panel is going to be the announcement for the cast for the next Power Ranger season, which we still don't know. I'm freaking out too. I don't know. Oh my goodness, so that was all the Morphicon stuff. We have more. Lexington Comic and Toy Con, Lexington, Kentucky, announced Pauly Shreer, who's Bulk, and Jack from Hyperforce. That brings the total up to like 10 Ranger-related people, if that's in your general area and you would like to meet multiple Rangers at once. They also usually have lots of Ranger panels, Ranger dealers and stuff will be there, so it's just one of those big cons. Another big con, though, however, is Ranger Stop, and they just announced their very first guest. Li Ming, who, oh, I didn't put her last name on it. Gemma from RPM is, Sapphire Management, man, they found her. I don't know where how she finds these people from the shadows, but they're bringing them in. Going to be going to Ranger Stop. That's pretty cool. That's getting all the RPM ones back. All the RPM ones back. I love RPM. So if you're interested, Ranger Stop is in November. Nothing. That's the only thing she's announced. So I can't tell you if she's coming anywhere close to you before that. But yeah, Ranger Stop has announced its first guest, and it's going to be Li Ming, who was kind of not in the fan. Okay, you know what? We'll skip on. Thanks, Sapphire Management, for getting her out, and yeah, we will see her at cons, hopefully, more often now. Fan Corner, whoo, this is long. Fan Corner, Sci-Fi had a podcast about 25 years later. Power Rangers have more hardcore fans than you realize. I have not got to listen to it yet. From some people that did get to listen to it, they really enjoyed it. But apparently they didn't have enough Power Ranger fans to notice that there's lots of Sentai people in the graphic. But, you know, you can't win them all. You can't win them all. Okay, so Toku News is going, it has its own show now if you're wondering where Toku News is going. So let's end it off on the Fan Corner. Woo! Fan Corner! My Fan Corner Friday of today, I should say, is Ranger Command Power Hour. Now, you may have heard me talk about Ranger Command Power Hour before. I mentioned their podcast every time there's a new one. They actually had one that just came out this week, so you'll see the links. But just to hear more about them, they just celebrated their 4-year anniversary. So I feel like I've been doing this a while, and yet I feel like this is episode 2. I've only been doing this for 6 months. This is 4 years they've been pumping out a Power Ranger podcast. So Eric, Secret Ranger Fan AP, and Zach, thank you guys so much for your dedication to it, for constantly getting news to the Ranger fandom. They just had an interview, I believe, in this month with Sean C.W. Johnson. If you'd ever given him a listen, I suggest that you please do. Really great guys, great members of the Ranger community. So if you're looking for a podcast to listen to, I highly recommend Ranger Command Power Hour. And congratulations on 4 years, if you guys are watching it. And, oh, shameless self-plug, they do, not really self-plug, they're plug. They do Ranger shorts. They have a store, so they might have a t-shirt that you like, and you can help support more content creators. Because I think, in a weird way, it kind of hit me today when, I was reading things about people saying, how does Power Ranger break that kid stigma, and it's content creators. It's people like me trying to show that I'm 31 years old and I'm a Power Ranger fan, and I'm still making, I'm making this. You have you have fans from all walks of life, from all ages, who are trying to communicate with more adult fans. I don't know. Maybe that's how. Maybe let's leave Saban out of it. You know, we have Hyperforce, we have Boom Studios comics, we have a mobile game. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right. I am going to end it on this. It was a weird episode. It was a long episode. We had so much news. My name is Ranger Liz. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. I will see you next time. Have a great day.